Here it is, almost everything you need to know about planning your grand adventure to Victoria Falls in about 5 minutes. You've decided to check out one of nature's most magnificent sights, Victoria Falls in southern Africa. Unlike many of the surrounding safari locations, visiting Victoria Falls offers a great deal of choices and is more amenable to smaller budgets due to the range in lodging options and varying prices based on when you travel. With this in mind, we give Victoria Falls a $3.50 sign out of 5 budget ranking. As with most travel destinations, prices fluctuate based on high and low tourist seasons. This could have a bearing on your final price tag, as well as what activities you choose to participate in while you're there. You could still have a full Victoria Falls experience without splurging on some of the more costly activities. To start, let's talk lodging. Hotel accommodations range from more luxurious properties such as the Victoria Falls Hotel in Zimbabwe and the Royal Livingstone Hotel in Zambia to a myriad of hostels and backpacker lodges and budget hotels. There's truly something for everyone. We always compare prices and ratings on reputable travel sites such as TripAdvisor. In planning travel to a foreign country, it is important that you abide by the country's entry requirements. Victoria Falls lies in both Zambia and Zimbabwe. You can choose to visit just one side of the falls or make the trek across the border to take in the full expanse of the falls, but make sure you check entry requirements for both countries. As of February 2024, for entry into Zambia, U.S. citizens do not need a visa. However, it is required that there be 6 months of passport validity remaining and at least 3 or more unused pages. On the other hand, Zimbabwe requires U.S. citizens to obtain a visa when crossing the border. A single entry visa costs $30 while a double entry visa is $45. Additional requirements for Zimbabwe are that travelers be in possession of a return ticket, as well as have at least 6 unused passport pages if transiting through South Africa, due to South Africa's strict transit requirements. For travel advisories and updated U.S. citizen entry requirements, we have included a link to the State Department's travel website. Additionally, to keep ourselves healthy during our travels, we refer to the CDC's Travelers Health website for any recommended vaccinations or medications, as well as a consultation with our healthcare provider. When planning your travels to Victoria Falls, there are a number of things to take into consideration. First, what are you hoping to take away from the falls? Are you looking for the most impressive and expansive single sheet of falling water in the world, or are you hoping to live life on the edge by venturing to Devil's Pool? From February to May, it is considered the high water season. This is when you will find the falls at their most impressive. During this season, it is advised that you come prepared with a rain poncho, as there is constant rain created by the mist of these great falls. However, due to the high water levels, activities such as Devil's Pool and some whitewater rafting excursions are not available. This time of year is also peak tourist season, so you will have higher prices for hotels and activities, as well as more people to contend with for that epic Victoria Falls shot. If you prefer to visit during low water and tourist season, then August through mid-January is for you. During this time, the water flow is significantly less, but so are the crowds. Additionally, the Devil's Pool experience is available and highly recommended. Keep in mind the falls are still absolutely stunning during low season. However, you won't have one continuous sheet of falling water as seen during the high water season. Another thing to think about when planning for this adventure is packing the all-important travel adapters. Again, the falls can be visited from both Zambia and Zimbabwe, so make sure you are bringing along the correct type of travel adapter. Zambia uses type C, D, and G plugs, while Zimbabwe only uses types D and G. Having a universal adapter is always convenient, but ensure these plug types are included, as some adapters are limited. Another important planning topic is currency. In Zambia, they use the Zambian kwachas. However, the US dollar and British pound are accepted at hotels, shops, and lodges. In Zimbabwe, they use the Zimbabwean dollar. The exchange rate for this currency is highly unpredictable, so bringing the US dollar is highly recommended. Finally, the best part of travel planning, all the fun things you get to do when you're there. As a reminder, some activities are based on water level, so they may not be available year-round. First, you can visit the Mosi-oa-Tunya National Park on the Zambia side of the falls. This side offers a number of beautiful views of the falls, the Victoria Falls Bridge, Knife Edge Bridge, as well as an opportunity to trek down to the bottom of the Batoka Gorge via the Boiling Pot Hike. Crossing the border, the Zimbabwe side gives visitors the most expansive view of the falls. 75% of the falls can be seen from the vistas and overlooks in the Victoria Falls National Park. During the high water season, the water flow is so great that there is a constant rain on the Zimbabwe side from the mist caused by the water crashing down. Short on time, we recommend the Zimbabwe side for the best views. If you're looking for a different perspective, take a leisurely sunset cruise on the Zambezi River. There are a number of cruise operators to choose from, with some offering an open bar and appetizers to enjoy as you cruise the river, catching glimpses of the incredible wildlife that calls the area home. You may see elephants, hippos, crocodiles, as well as a plethora of bird life. If taking it all in from the water level isn't enough, take to the skies on the Flight of Angels. The Zambezi Helicopter Company offers a couple options for an aerial Victoria Falls adventure. You could take the 12 to 13-minute flight over the falls, gliding both directions over the majestic landscape, capturing all the best angles. Or, if you're looking for something a little more inclusive, you can opt for the longer 25 to 27-minute Zambezi Spectacular. This flight crisscrosses the Patoka Gorge, giving you every angle imaginable of the falls. As you return to the helipad, your pilot will fly over the Zambezi National Park, where you can catch glimpses of the elephants, crocodiles, hippos, giraffes, or any of the other number of creatures that call the park home. If the Flight of Angels sounds appealing, but you're looking for something slightly more adventurous, look into taking an ultralight or a microlight flight with Patoka Sky. These open-air aircraft offer a unique opportunity to experience the falls from above, while feeling the wind in your hair. Much like the helicopter experience, your pilot will guide you through all angles of the falls, as well as a quick air safari over Zambezi National Park. An added plus to this adventure, ultralights and microlights can fly lower than helicopters, allowing you to get an even closer look at the grandeur of Victoria Falls. As a side note, if you plan on booking this experience, you may want to consider booking earlier in the day. Winds tend to pick up in the afternoon, risking the possibility of cancellation due to safety concerns. Finally, the most iconic experience at Victoria Falls, Devil's Pool. You may have seen photos of crazy tourists dangling over the edge of these impressive cliffs online. Well, that could be you. Trust me, you don't want to skip this experience. The entirety of our Victoria Falls visit was planned around making sure we didn't miss this opportunity. If you're brave enough, you'll be picked up at your hotel and make your way to the launch point, where you'll sign some liability forms and go over safety information. From there, you are whisked off to Livingstone Island. Once there, the guide will expertly navigate your group down the trail to the water entry point. Since this activity is only available during the low water season, there is very little swimming required. In fact, when we went in October, we could simply walk across the river to the fall's edge. Once it's your turn to enter the Devil's Pool, the guide will take your camera or phone and direct you to the photo shoot point. Can I tell you, they are extremely good photographers. They took so many photos and videos and guided us through a number of poses, ensuring we made the most of this experience. If you're hoping to see double rainbows, it's best to make the first reservation at 7:30 a.m. By the time the second boat goes out around 9 a.m., the double rainbows are usually gone. And if you're really unsure about doing this, I'll let you in on a little secret. Someone's holding your feet the whole time. Those are just a few of the incredible activities available to you at Victoria Falls. If you have time, you can also enjoy a game drive in the nearby national parks, go whitewater rafting, take a heart-stopping gorge swing, visit an elephant sanctuary, and so much more. Thank you for stopping by, and be sure to like and subscribe to see all of our future travel content. Up next, we are off to Namibia.